notification. Now broadcasting.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un monster, todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster, paso un poco, se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entre el dueño de la aldea, women se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando emerald verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Dentro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Dentro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa, por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus cheras hacen fila. Son una bandida, buscan que la les bendiga. Soy el dembow killer, dueño en la maquila. Leche en la valija, más el edit. Foto tienen fija, las babies en los números se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un bosque. Todas se me riman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Entre el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entre el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Gamaliel, International Flow, John Gama, dándole la mata, metiendo en la hamaca. Salvi, si le tomas es que le está dando vértigo. Por acá arriba.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. This some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my run. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to wait. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rap, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smack it too close to me. While classic taking my coat from me. I blast the dope is from the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than Poppy C. Mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no Poppy C. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap we eat. Yeah, baby, that's why little baby, that's why Except all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m. she tryna. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working, your tribe a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no mama, then find a song that I can down. Bad do what I say. Like my name was Simon, y'all. Netflix, fuck out. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like we in the trees. Long hair tricker, I'm Keanu Reeves. Rolling and wanna meet me. Girl, that cold, make it popsicle. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Country, you then Kool-Aid and bags, a hot picker. She gon' keep a sticker. And baby, that's why yeah, baby, that's why
Broadcast. MLB The Show 25.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Partner, you don't see a lot of these so-called finesse pitchers in the sport today, but these are two of the best around, really crafty.
Yeah, and there's a level of appreciation when you talk about how and they go out there, they know what they want to do, and they don't deviate from the plan. Even when they get into a little bit of trouble, they're able to make the pitches and stay out of the big inning.
Just about ready to go, and taking the ball for the Yankees, Luis Gil.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Got him to chase one upstairs there. 0-2 now.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses, and it's 2-2. That one missed. Right side, hard hit. Over to Goldie. One up, one down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Dairon Blanco.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to a plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Judge getting an angle on it. Makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman.
2 outs, bases empty. And now, Vinny Pasquantino. 3 for 9 in the series coming in. And first offering is fouled off. Pasquantino, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. 2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Stays alive. And that's outside. That missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 2 outs, base is empty. Ripped to short. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Royals bats are quiet there, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in New York, and on the mound in this one, Michael Lorenzen. Going to be hard to top his last start, singing.
He was out. Support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Lorenzen was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game. And it stays fair. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Batting second, the third baseman.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Runner takes off on the ground to third. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
That includes the right field.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Man at second. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boo. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers did it. He showed some rare stamina. That slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
On the ground. India over to first in time. And that's the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. Heel back to work. Witt matched a homer in his last game. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Oh, shit.
That one outside. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. So the foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Blue. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get early in the count.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Second inning here, no score. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
The pitch to LeMahieu. And that's outside. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Top half of the third today, Jonathan Indy at the plate. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And save! He busted it down the line for that infield single.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, these Royals definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little...
Runner on the move, pitch in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far, so why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Next offering upstairs. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Up and in, now 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. And that is out of play. And there's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one out to right. Judge sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And there's the strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Foul ball there. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
At the plate, Oswald Peraza. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Nice grab. Jump throw, and they get the out.
This opportunity is
now batting the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the lineup flips over. Paul Goldschmidt will hit next. There's a strike. Foul ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now the number 2 hitter, Oswaldo Cabrera. And a foul ball. 2 outs. In the air, right field. Brings it in. That is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete, no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Number 19.
Fouled off. He was late. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. High fly ball out to left field. Dominguez gets under it. And there are 2 outs. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Witt goes 6'1", 24 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, and we are still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Right through there for a strike. That one drilled left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Chisholm, batting with one down, takes a strike. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Fires over to first. And now 2 gone.
Now batting.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Wells now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Heel back to work. Up the middle. LeMahieu gets it to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
Now
fly to left his first time.
Michael Massey.
Not close with that one. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swinging a foul straight back. And here it comes. Grounds 1 to short. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan. Single his first time.
India.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. KC down in order. Still no score. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Off the mark there. And that's ball one.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Second baseman.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Fouled off left side. That's out to center field. Isbell pulls it down, and there's two gone.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Grisham stands in now and watches strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Down in order go the Yankees. And we're still knotted at 0. Back in the Bronx. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Dairon Blanco. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Royals just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Strikeout number 8.
The catcher, number 34.
Freddie Fermin digs in now. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. In there, and it's 0-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He
takes it himself. Royals set down in order. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Oswald Peraza. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Lorenzen winds and deals. Fought off foul. Line drive, and there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels
Now
good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Goldie in the box now, takes strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. To India at second for 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
Now
That was a
batting,
thing of beauty
third
from start to
baseman,
finish.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that extends the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it,
Now
long
batting,
through it,
right
and
fielder,
that's a great
Aaron.
example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Judge in the box again, takes a strike. Goes down looking. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. No score. Top of inning number 7. So up now for Kansas City, number 19. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
He takes it on his own. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
The first baseman, number 9, Vinny
Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton up and loosening in the pen. Loaisiga also getting. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And here is Bobby Witt Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham trying to get there. He's got it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Around second now, as they still don't have it. And he's got a leadoff triple.
All over that one right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Now at the plate, Austin Wells.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's ripped for a base hit. Here comes Jazz, and he scores. And it's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the seventh.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Michael Lorenzen out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher on now, John Schreiber.
Number 46.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. That one lifted to left. Blanco on his way over, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And a foul ball.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
There's a swing and a drive. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. The relay, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runners in the corners here, one away. And next for New York, Trent Grisham. Sliced hard but foul. Runners at the corners, one away. Here the bottom of the seventh. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And he's going to reset as he steps off the rubber. And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. John Schreiber gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Carlos Hernandez into the game. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Hernandez.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
About to get on your bumper. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like a thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number. So stay in the house for like all of the summer and all of the winter.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On to run for the Royals, Joey Weimer.
Joey Weimer.
Next to hit, Michael Massey. Runner takes off. Throw to second, save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Peraza fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Hard hit left side. They put the tag on him, and no throw. He's into first easily. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And the batter now, Dairon Blanco. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. There goes the runner. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Chases in the dirt, slider there. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Royals lead 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. Now into the ball game on defense, Joey Wiemer. He takes over in right.
Number 22.
Back to the top of the order now. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And there's a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. See straight.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think.
And that one ripped into right, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Carlos Hernandez departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Call from the pen.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fly ball center field. And the inning is over. The Yanks lead 1, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Freddie Fermin. Inside, almost got him. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground to third. Whips it across. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And that one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Wells gathers, goes the first, out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Digging in, number 19. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 strike.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Foul ball there.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
This could end it. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wells down to first with it. In time, ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the
gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better.
Gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Eyes from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my. Mixed emotions prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I could flip at any moment. Faces playing in this with me. Doing it was just a war with boredom, but it's sure to get me. Lord forgive me. Amen. Wear the crown of thorns for sport. Relationship on the rocks, my family all concerned. My homies still on the block, getting it I can't do. I'm stricken by survivor's guilt, I'm getting it off of words. Come on, Herb, you
gotta do better. I gotta